I dated a hipster once. He had an ironic mustache, ironic thrift store clothes. He was ironically jobless. I found out later he was actually just a homeless man. Dinner parties with the other hipsters at the shelter makes more sense now. When you have ADD, a one-subject notebook becomes a lie. A 3-hole punch sounds like a good night. I like the band U2 a lot, because I just can't get enough catchy pop songs about the Irish Republican Army. I really do like music a lot. I used to want to be a musician until I realized I'm not as good at playing instruments as I am musicians. My phone changes the words "my son" to "my sin," which is the most adorably accurate nickname for him. I'm a big fan of video games as a parenting substitute. My son does play a lot of video games, but it's okay because he has a lot of positive male role models in his life, like Master Chief and Handsome Jack. Those are video game characters. So I took my son to the midnight release of Halo 4. That was interesting. The crowd smelled like Monster, hormones, and girl fear. I haven't seen that many awkward virgins since the last Modest Mouse concert. I've been trying to date. If my dating life had a slogan, it would be no car, no cash, no job, no problem. It's really sad when the guys that I date think they can come to me both for a cash advance and a blowjob. And it doesn't help my dating life that I keep finding cat hair on me. I don't even own a cat. Cat fur is just attracted to my loneliness. I went to a dance club to try to meet a man, but I left feeling like a loser when I was the only one of my friends that didn't get roofied. I make sex noises at the gym. Or maybe it's gym noises during sex, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done either activity. I masturbate a lot. So much so that it doesn't even mean anything anymore. It's like I'm just going through the motions, like my mom with her parenting. It has been a long time since I've had sex, and I'm afraid I've forgotten how, but my friends are like, Jamie, sex is just like riding a bike. You just hop back on and you'll know what to do. But I don't know about all that, because in sex, I've never won a medal for finishing first. And you know what else? A bike has never complained that I'm not moving enough. A bike doesn't care how many other bikes you've ridden. A bike has never once tried to sneak in my back door. Not even just the tip. Men get up to some crazy shit, women, don't they? And women aren't like that. I'm glad that women aren't like men. Because if women were like men, we'd always be bragging about the size of our vaginas. You see two women trying to one-up each other? My vagina is so big, I can bring a whole plane in on my landing strip. Yeah? Well, my vagina is so big, you need a GPS system to navigate it. But good luck, because you're going to lose signal. If women were more like men, we'd go up to the clerk at the store with a box of tampons and say, do you have anything bigger than a Super Plus? If women were more like men, we'd brag about our periods, too. My period was so bad, I had to crush up 3 lines of Midol and snort that shit. Yeah? Well, my period was so bad, I had to get flood insurance. hold back this flow. Women were more like men. Instead of an ironic mustache, we'd grow an ironic bush. Then we dedicate a month to growing it long for charity. If women were more like men, we'd name our junk. So I've come up with my top 3 names for my vagina. Number 1, the Republican Party. Because it generally doesn't care for women. Number 2, Samuel L. Jackson. Because whether it's bald or has a big black fro, nobody wants to fuck with it. And finally, number 3, the White House, because it just accepted its first black man.